Our team is very multicultural. Aziz is from Nigeria. Gemma is from Spain. Natalie is from Russia. Me, Angela and Chrysos, we are from Greece. Working together showed us that we can be very different on the way we see things. This actually triggered the idea to explore creativity in people with different backgrounds, people of different age, gender or profession who live in totally different parts of the world, and see how they perceive creativity and how they apply it on their everyday life.
Miriam ONeal is a Spanish actress. She loves to play different characters on theater and also enjoys to write her own scripts, like
If this were a French movie, we'd fall in love and get married. I was just pointing out how romantic this would be in a movie. I don't want to marry you. Okay, I do. No, come on, come on, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We just met. Let's wait 5 minutes. No, I mean, I don't even want to get married. I mean, I was engaged last year, and if I didn't want to marry him, I mean, how... I've always thought that a good way of being creative is to put together your brain and your heart and your hands to make something genuine, something that causes an impact on somebody else or that doesn't leave anyone indifferent. And when I say your hand, I mean also your body or your language, whatever tool you use to work. And to let your creativity flow, it's very important to erase the barriers that you put yourself on your imagination. So it's good to let go of yourself and don't sabotage your own ideas and kick off that annoying voice that we all have in the back of our head saying, that's not a good idea, this is not possible, you're crazy. So no, forget about that.
Aleksei is a doctor. He's innovator in reconstructive surgery. Together with his team, he received different awards for creating new methods of treatment.
Награждается Бендурашвили и Егорова. Россия, Украина, Австрия, Соединенные Штаты.
Особую значимость влияния детей на нашу креативность, потому что в ряде случаев, когда тяжелые больные поступают к нам, вот этот тяжелый больной с его тяжелым состоянием заставляет нас искать пути выхода из этого тяжелого состояния, и сами дети, находясь в таком тяжелом состоянии, они способствуют нам общаться с другими коллегами, общаться со смежными специальностями в медицине, которые нам предлагают свои новые методы лечения, свои новые препараты. И таким образом диалог врач-больной, он способствует прогрессу в хирургии в конечном результате. В детской хирургии порядка свыше 35 лет человек поневоле становится креативным, потому что тот опыт, который накапливается, общаясь с тяжелыми больными, он позитивно действует на излечение этого больного.
Mario Ugrechelidze is a Russian ballerina graduated from Vaganova Ballet Academy. She currently performs in Mikhailovsky Theatre in St. Petersburg.
Creativity is what I'm looking for every day in everything. Originality, beauty, magic. This is what attracts me. Every day, so many stuff inspires me. I'm trying to grow, to reach my goals, to be the person I imagine. I'll never stop perfecting, learning from everyone. So happy to be in ballet world. It's so exciting to me. Music and dance are my passion. My free time, I spend creating my own dances, my own choreography, and it expressed myself, my feelings, my emotions. And to be creative, you just need to stay individual, and it's about your imagination and your inspiration.
Christina is a business psychologist. She decided to follow her dream and become an entrepreneur by starting up the first indoor beach volley facility in Greece.
Με το beach volley ήρθα σε επαφή στους Ολυμπιακούς Αγώνες του 2004. Εκεί εμπνεύστηκα από το όλο κλίμα της διοργάνωσης, από τη δυναμική των αθλητών μας και γέμιζε από χαμόγελα, ένταση, κίνηση. Ήταν ένα ατελείωτο πάρτι, non-stop. Και έτσι ξεκίνησε το ταξίδι μου με το beach volley. Προσπάθησα να συγκεντρώσω όλα αυτά τα στοιχεία σε κάποια χρόνια μελέτης και μία μοναδική στιγμή μου, σε δική μου προσωπική χαλάρωση, σκέφτηκα να γίνει το πρώτο κλειστό beach volley στην Ελλάδα, για να έχουμε 12 μήνες το χρόνο καλοκαιρινή διάθεση.
Mariana is from Spain. She is an artist, a designer and a photographer based in London.
Creativity for me it means freedom. If at work I don't feel that I can be creative, it's when I start to dislike it. I don't enjoy it because I feel trapped and I don't feel free. And where creativity comes from, for me, it comes from everywhere. Inspiration just can be from a book, from a song, from people walking in the street, and all these things happening around you is what gives you a bit of the spark that gives this idea into your head. And once it's in your head, then you start to work out how to create it back out again in a different shape. So how do I apply it? Breaking boundaries or with no limits, seeing things in a different way, with a different angle, just trying to give it a twist.
Vladek is a 7-year-old boy who lived in different countries. He loves to play tennis and karate class.
Creativity. I think it's something funny.
Funny.
And something new that was created.
When do you get your best ideas?
When I'm not in school. Because when I don't have any school, I have much more ideas to do. For example, to go to the park, to play, to swim. Many.
Yasmin is a graphic designer, focusing mainly in advertisement and video clips. She has worked for bands like Macaco and Cocoon. She left her career in engineering to follow her passion.
Lourdes is a photographer based in Madrid. Her work has been published in several magazines like Vogue and Rock Deluxe. She is interested in the tension generated by creating a nonlinear language, including spaces and portraits.
Para mí la creatividad es el pensar de manera diferente, ¿no? El tener un pensamiento original que se salga de lo que es convencional y una persona sea capaz de solucionar pues un problema o una necesidad de una manera diferente.
Pero también para mí tiene que ver con algo innato, con un lenguaje innato dentro de nosotros que tenemos desde niños y que todos podemos tener en mayor o menor medida, y sí que me parece solucionarlo de una manera diferente, pero diferente a como nos han educado.
Todo el mundo puede ser creativo, pero un poco nos han enseñado a no serlo o a hacer todos lo mismo. Entonces, para ser creativo hace falta valentía hoy en día, ¿no? Hace falta confianza en uno mismo, hace falta creer en esa manera diferente de actuar, solucionar problemas, etc. Yo creo que es súper importante la confianza en uno mismo. Confiar en que lo que tú piensas es posible. Una cuestión casi de fe, de creer que eso puede pasar. Entonces, lo que dices, la gente está esquematizada y prefiere ir todos por el mismo camino cuando otros caminos son posibles, pero como ya nos han enseñado que no, pues uno no se atreve. Cuando se habla de creatividad, toda la gente piensa en artistas. Entonces, para mí, la creatividad no es exclusivo de los artistas, es algo que todo el mundo puede practicar, porque para mí lo que es la creatividad se practica. La gente cree que la tiene o no la tiene, no, si tú la buscas, está ahí.
Para mí también. Yo también pienso que en un problema de pareja puede ser creativo.
Exacto.
En un problema diario de tu familia, de tu trabajo, de una persona completamente que tiene un trabajo como sea el frutero, panadero, lo que sea. Ahí entra en juego la creatividad para salir por otra vía de escape que no es la que... Y a lo mejor hay gente que se inhibe esa creatividad porque piensa que está saliendo de lo que debería o no debería hacer, y a lo mejor otra gente que de repente lo encuentra esa chispa y soluciona algo y... Las ideas que tienen los niños, como las desarrollan. Lo que pasa es que luego nos van como esquematizando, educando, y entonces un poco se va...
Tatiana is psychiatrist. She is former artist. Tatiana established a special program for patients named psychodrama.
Creativity doesn't mean for me to play, it means the way of life. Maybe it's how the Germans say salt in the soup. Maybe it's a salt on the soup of life. So I couldn't imagine my life without creativity. Creativity is everything. It surrounds us. It's this picture on the wall, is the haircut, is the way you begin your day and the way you live your life.
Sophie is singer. She represented Georgia in Eurovision Song Contest in Sweden. She was awarded for contributing in a musical category called Russian Romance.
Creativity is a new word, is a new idea, it's original. Creativity is my profession. My work is a combination of creativity, artistry and education, of course. To be a singer is a great happiness for me. Music is a universal language. My inspiration is music and sound.
You're the reason I make it through. I'm slipped away, I look into an open sky. Your love is pouring down on me, oh my wonderful.
Nikolas is Abyssinia restaurant owner. He created unique place in the center of Athens, accumulating art, music, and creative Greek cuisine.
It's very important to have creativity come from within, And that has to do with all of the experiences and the elements that you collect growing up, and things that make the culture you have inside, and communicating that with the environment. It's very important to have this relationship alive. As always, when you start something, it evolves, and you constantly add and do some changes. If you see, as it is a living thing. For example, if as an artist, when you start painting, you go back to the painting and you paint and you paint and you paint until it feels right. So I think the main question is to be able to observe and follow that whatever you are creating feels right and complete in a way.
Hen is from Israel. She's an artist, a writer, and a tech geek. She has been curating projects and exhibitions in New York. Recently, she moved to Tel Aviv, working for Google.
Creativity. That is a loaded question, but one that I have tackled and thought about many times in my life. For me, creativity is something that is synonymous with the idea of fluidity and freedom. That stems from my ability to problem solve. And in a way, I can kind of put that under the umbrella of lateral thinking. I've always led my life believing that no matter the obstacle, I will be able to come up with a solution. So I pretty much run until I fall, and I'm also very reflective, so I really look inward to find answers to what it is I want out of life, and based on the things and the experiences that I seek, if you were to call that trial and error, I arrive at certain conclusions and change my path accordingly. I also really think that I live my life with a spirit of play, and that comes from my creativity, the desire to sort of just experience a lot, live a lot, feel a lot, a certain level of saturation.
Tim is a musician and a multidisciplinary artist. He does sculpture, carpentry, metalwork, as well as mechanical and functional models. He also works in the film industry, developing special effects.
What I'm doing at the moment is very much using my creativity to a brief. So somebody else has already had the big idea of what the story is and what the TV program's about and what the shots are, and I have to design and make how that specific effect is created, so that when the camera films it, the actual thing it films is the image that the director wants. For me, normally the ideas come when I'm first presented with the problem, with the design. There's a sort of few milliseconds when it first enters your head, and I just kind of have a look around inside my head, and the ideas are there or not. And then from then on you have to do loads of experiments and designing and working out exactly which way it's going to work best.
Well, to be creative, I also think it means to be provocative in a way, and to be playful, and to not care at all about how things are normally done.
El de la primera fila está asustado.